How's it going, guys? Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Having a good morning. Probably a better one that I'm having. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty fucked. I had about 3-4 hours sleep. I went out last night. Went out on Turo. Just got a bit pissed up. Come back. Stayed up, watched the fights. Got a confession. The only fight I didn't stay up and watch was the Dustin vs Justin fight because I just felt so fucked in the end. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed with the missus. I went to bed with the missus. But I watched every other fight, every other main event fight. So let's give my thoughts on it. So I've not even watched the Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier fight yet. I can see that Justin's knocked him out in the second. I'm actually going to watch it myself and react to it. Like I said, to be fair, I could go back on Discovery and watch it, to be honest, because I bought it. I bought the pay-per-view, the membership thing, so I could have gone back and watched it. I still might, to be fair, actually, because better quality and thing. But yeah, I'm just going to react to the fights that I did watch. The first one was Kevin Holland versus Michael Chiesa. I think I pronounced that right. A bit of a surprise that one was, to be honest. I thought Michael Chiesa would be a bit more better on the ground. I thought he'd dominate more. I actually thought my prediction was in the last video that he would submit Kevin Holland, which I thought he generally would. Sorry guys, get my coffee. Yeah, Kevin, pretty much, he done him on the ground as well. And not only did he do him on the ground and beat him in striking, he submitted him. He said, you know what I mean? Like, Michael's usually the guy that submits people. You know, that's what he specialises in. And like, Kevin's just done that to him. So it's pretty crazy, really. That's a good statement by Kevin Holland. Dominant performance, really. Yeah, Kevin at the league above him, to be honest. So that was a good fight. I enjoyed that fight. That was the first round of finish, wasn't it? Second fight, obviously Wonder Boy got cancelled. It's a shame that Wonder Boy versus Michelle fight got cancelled. So what was the fight? I think it was Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Again, I'll probably not pronounce their names wrong, guys, but they've got weird names. That fight, I was on edge in that fight because I was rooting for Alex, to be honest. I like Jan. I like both of his fighters. I support both of them. But straight away, Jan come in with the groundwork. Took him down straight away. A few times I thought he was going to get submitted. Alex did, because he literally had Alex in the headlock. You know, the choke. So I was like, shit, this is going to end already. Which we all predicted Jan was going to come in and, you know, do the grappling. But the things with that, it was working. I mean, I got to give props to Alex for defending so well. You know, he was moving the hands out of the way. He was getting in the right positions. He was defending that submission and the ground, Jan's ground attempts, you know. So you got to give props to Alex. He definitely worked on his ground game since training with Glover. You can see that. And he obviously trained for this, knowing that Jan would, at some point, would go to the ground, and he did straight away. So, which was a blessing and a curse, because it was working for Jan. It got him the first round. But if you look at the second, third round, Jan tired. Obviously, because the altitude as well, they're 5,000 feet above the sea level. So the altitude anyway was fucking, you know, you could barely breathe now as it is. Then when you're grappling like that with a big dude like Jan, light heavyweight, you know. So yeah, he just tired himself out. You could see Jan was trying to strike when he was tired, because he had nothing in him to go to the ground again. And sorry guys, I keep looking at the screen because I can see the fights. I'm like bringing back memories of it. It was obviously last night I was pissed up, so I was pissed up watching it. I'm like, you know, go along with it. Like, so I'm trying to remember everything what happened in the fight. But yeah, Alex did some good striking. You can see they're both tired to an extent, but Alex more fresh. He put the pressure on Jan, and yeah, Alex won the second and third round by striking, really. So you got respect. I know Jan got a takedown at the end, but he didn't do nothing with it. That was like right at the end, like 40 seconds left of the fight. So he didn't really do nothing with it. So, you know, so Alex won a split decision on that one. So you got, you know, that was a good win for Alex. He could probably go for a title fight now, or maybe fight someone else. You know, that's a big win. You know, imagine Jan was still the champion. You know, he would have beat the champion. Not only would he beat the champion in this 205, he beat the champion 185 as well. So Alex is the real deal, really, when you think about it. Now he's got more chance to go in, do his ground game as well with Glover, so that's a good thing for Alex. I'm sure Glover's happy with Alex's performance. For Jan, got for him as well. He did his best. He went out there and gave it his all for everyone. So I don't know what fight he's going to take after this. But yeah, that was a good fight, guys. So Alex won that on split decision. That was a really good fight. I enjoyed that one. What fight am I missing? Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I've skipped the fight, guys. The fight after the Kevin Holland and Michael Cheese guy was fucking Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green. I forgot about that fight. I just literally thought of the Jam fight straight away. So yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I still can talk about this one anyway. So yeah, Tony versus Bobby Green. I was looking forward to this one. It was entertaining for sure. It was definitely entertaining. But Tony just hasn't got it no more. It sounds bad. I love Tony. My last prediction video, I was rooting for Tony. I really wanted Tony to do well in this fight, but he looked worse than he's ever looked. At every fight he's had, he's just gone downhill. He looks worse and worse and worse. And it's just like, he's going to have to call it. His striking wasn't there. He couldn't throw his hands. He was very hesitant. When he was getting punched, he was shying away and looking away from the punches. You could see, he had that bit of I don't know, he seemed a bit, I don't want to say Tony's fearful fighting. He's not. He's done it all his life. But he just seemed a bit fearful, a bit, hesitant with everything. He just didn't look good whatsoever. And I've got to be honest, he just didn't. Like his ground, when he's in the ground, he looked lost. He didn't, no submission attempts, no improvements on the ground, nothing. He just looked lost in that. Bobby was punching at will. Bobby was jabbing his head off. Bobby looked really good at age 36. He still looks really good. He's still fast. He's still the same fight he's always been, to be honest. He's fucking good. And yeah, a bit of a mismatch, to be honest. I did see Tony wobbled him. I think it was in the second round. Tony did drop him with the right hand, but that was about it. I think Tony might have hurt him twice in the fight with one right hand. Tony didn't barely land any punches, kicks, spin elbows, nothing. He didn't do anything really. A lot of time he was just dancing with his feet, doing his little footwork things, which was weird. Yeah, there wasn't much engagement from Tony whatsoever on the ground or stand up. So it was a bit of a disappointing performance, but you can just see Tony hasn't got it no more. You can see it in his whole, his aura, the way he fights, just everything now. He needs to call it. And he's there talking about going to a title run. There's no way. There's just no way, mate. You're not going to beat anyone now in that top 10. In his day he would have, but not now. Everyone, you've got to know when to call it. But anyway, good win for Bobby. That was a really good win. Like I said, Bobby's striking was fucking really, really good. Punching Tony's head off. Tony took a lot of damage again, to be honest. He's taken so much damage, he's fight to the head. Personally, I think Tony's affected mentally by the fights he's had. He can't seem to let it go. And he's got some sort of delusion that he's still up there and he's still fucking not in his prime and all this and that. It's like, no, you're not. You've lost it, Tony. You had it, but you've lost it. And every fighter loses it. There's no shame in it. Every fighter loses it. You can't go on forever. Especially when you fought killers like you have. It's time to call it. So Bobby on the other hand, he can still fight, I reckon. He's still got a lot in him. He's still good. So, but yeah, that was a good fight. Bobby won that by submitting him actually. He submitted Tony out cold. It was a nice choke. I did put a little clip up with Bobby submitting him last night. A little short clip, but you can obviously look on YouTube anyway and see it, guys, and better quality and everything. So yeah, that was a good fight. So yeah, the only fight I haven't watched is the actual main event that everyone was excited to watch, and I'm excited to watch, was the Justin and Dustin fight, which I am going to watch in a second, guys. So I'll give you a review on that as well. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah.